taking down the game. It was the most amazing game I've ever seen. I am
Not
so
only
sorry
that,
you guys weren't able to see it.
After Gyarados got knocked out, it's Dan's the offensive dryness still lingered.
Are we back?
Yeah, you guys are back.
So, Soul Survivor ended up taking up game 1, KO'd with a Brave Bird crit on the...
Oh, it was a crit.
Yeah, it was a Brave Bird crit on the Gyarados, and take it down. So right now, we have Soul Survivor up 1 game, Lunar down 1, but we do not know what's going to happen. This is anybody's game. Can you guys confirm that the stream's back up? That's bouncing around.
Yeah, that's...
Alright. Okay, yeah, they heard. Alright, so we see one of them is deliberately still picking their moves, probably Lunar, considering he's the one who dropped the game. We might see the same leads from Jody, Kangaskhan, Meowstic, because it worked for him last game. But we're going to see what happens. With 18 seconds left on the clock, time is running out.
Now, if I were Lunar, don't you think I would bring in Mamoswine? I mean...
Mamoswine, if it's Lumberry, could take that swagger, it would be nice. Thank you, guys.
Okay, so Ben's stepping off to the side for a moment. These guys keep spamming stuff, so I'll just bet. Okay, so... Oh, and Lunar decides to lead off with Gyarados, getting that Intimidate on. So, will Soul Survivor maybe like opt to at least try it for a fake out or go back, switch out?
Oh, we found it. We got it. It's all good. I got it for you, Tom.
So Soul Survivor opts to keep his Kangaskhan in, maybe going either for fake out or a power up punch. Perhaps he does go for fake out on the Amoonguss.
Alright, I am back. What's going on?
Okay, so after Gyarados got the Intimidate on, Soul Survivor opted to keep his Kangaskhan on and go for the fake out on Amoonguss.
Alright, so is that a -1 Gyarados right now after the Dragon Dance?
Yes.
Alright, so +1 speed, -1 attack. And what did the Amoonguss do that turn?
It got fake out. So.
Did you just switch it in?
Huh? Oh yeah, he switched in from Gardevoir.
Alright, and that is a -1 Kangaskhan. What, safeguard up?
I didn't know it. No,
What did the Meowstic do?
I'm trying to think. I don't know.
It did something.
It did something.
And something is... Oh, it charmed. Yes. It charmed that Gyarados. So Safeguard is not up. So we're not going to see a swagger on himself, but we may see a swagger off on that Amoonguss. If he... Look at those deadly eyes. That Meowstic staring into your soul.
Now, Ben, have you ever seen anyone misplay a safeguard setup with swagger and swagger themselves about safeguard?
I've done that all the time. I mean, it's just natural. Or that could just be me. Let's see.
Maybe Ben's
So
going to take notes again.
Gyarados is going to another Dragon Dance, so it's now +2 speed, going to speed almost probably everything on Soul Survivor's team. And the return's coming off onto the Amoonguss, but it's from a -1 Kangaskhan. Still doing quite a bit.
Yeah, even if it was neutral at 0, it probably still would have survived.
So Black Sludge is off on the Amoonguss. What's going to happen right now is that Amoonguss is in KO range. That return could KO that Amoonguss.
It definitely will.
Okay, so the Rage Powder, that's
so
smart.
Sacrificing himself.
So he can't get the swagger. No, here's the thing, he's stopping the swagger.
Oh.
There you go. So return's going to KO. I want to see if he's going to go for another Dragon Dance. I want to see that +3 speed and that +1 attack.
Well, even at +2, the Gyarados is the fastest guy out right
waterfall.
now.
Okay, he wants to take down that Kangaskhan. Oh, and he gets the flinch. That is huge, because that means Amoonguss is going to live to see another day and potentially get another Rage Powder off. So let's see what happens. Amoonguss is confused, and he hits himself in confusion, which means Swagger is getting off on the Kangaskhan. +1 Kangaskhan. But will the waterfall flinch again? Let's find out.
Or maybe even a crit for all we know. Ooh.
We get another flinch, and that's huge, because this puts the pressure right into Lunar's ball play. So, that Kangaskhan, if it sucker punches, can get damage off on Gyarados, but it cannot make a return off before getting killed by waterfall. So he switches it out to keep it alive.
Would a sucker punch have KO'd King?
It would not have
Gyarados?
KO'd, but it would have done damage. Keeps it alive, switches into the Rotom W. Amoonguss Rage Powders, which is smart. Gonna take the Swagger. Charm, smart.
Yes.
And are we gonna see the waterfall out on that Rotom W?
Or maybe
Yes, we are. But it's not gonna do that much because Rotom bulky and resist it. But we do get a crit, so it's gonna do a little bit.
Still activates that. Was that Citrus?
No, that's leftovers.
Oh,
that's leftovers. It needs to go down in orange for Citrus to activate. So what we have right now...
I'm surprised he didn't... let's see, what else do you think this Gyarados runs?
Waterfall, Dragon Dance, either Ice Fang or Stone Edge and Protect. That's the most common Gyarados set. Ice Fang is very nice because it KOs Garchomp.
Yes.
But Stone Edge is very nice because you get the Oko on Charizard. Because when Drought goes up, Waterfall
Oh yeah, that's true.
Alright, so let's see what happens here. We got a Meowstic on one side, paired with a Rotom W. On the other side, we have a Gyarados and an Amoonguss. Now, you folks need to know, this Gyarados and Amoonguss has had a lifelong feud with Meowstic and Rotom W specifically. Because when they were kids, they were all childhood friends. It's true. They played ball, they played basketball, football, baseball, but...
Well, you have to be a little more, Ben, you have to be more specific. What do you mean by football?
I'll get back to it. Oh, that's true. So the Amoonguss Rage Powders, Swagger goes off onto the Amoonguss. So that Amoonguss, its damage is going up again. And remember, if that Seed Bomb is there, things will happen. Now, that Amoonguss is confused. Another Dragon Dance going off on the Gyarados.
So now it's at +3.
Are we going to see the Thunderbolt? Let's find out. Hydro Pump. Amoonguss avoids. So that Hydro Pump was there to try to do a lot of damage on the Amoonguss because he knew the Amoonguss was going to Rage Powder. Alright, so, to continue the story, they were all childhood friends, Amoonguss, Gyarados, Meowstic, Rotom W, but what happened is there was a girl, Gardevoir, and she came in and they all fell in love with Gardevoir. And, woo, the one thing that can break up guys and friends, a girl. And, they made a bet with each other saying they'll never let any girls get between them. But Gardevoir, she was special. She was very special. So Gyarados, the first one to meet Gardevoir, wanted to keep her all to himself.
Ben, let me just stop you there. You do know that Lunar's Gyarados is female.
Oh! We're accepting of everybody here. So a Manatrak is switched in for the Amoonguss. The charm goes out on the Gyarados, which is now down to +0, I'm pretty sure.
No, +1, I believe.
No, +0. Oh, +1. 3.
There were 3 Dragon Dances.
No, but he was intimidated before. Oh, I don't even know. Hydro Pump onto the Manectric, who survives. So right now, we have a Rotom W with a Meowstic, and I need to take a call. I will be right back.
So right now, Lunar, hopefully this time will at least go for the Mega on Manectric.
Okay, one second. I'll call you back. All right. So, where were we in our story? Oh, right, Manectric. Now, Manectric was the school bully. Now, the school bully always gets the girl for some reason. I don't get it. I don't get it.
He has the lightning rod.
He's rude.
The lightning rod.
He has the... Oh, my God. That is bad. That is so bad.
He tries everything.
He has the lightning rod. Now, that Manectric does have lightning rod. So, Thunderbolt cannot go off on the Gyarados right here. But other things that couldn't go off... Oh, no, I'm not going to make that joke. Okay. So, let's get back to this game. We see Manectric...
If Manectric opts for the Protect, will it still absorb the Thunderbolt?
Yes, it still will take... It won't get the boost for special attack, but it will absorb the Thunderbolt.
That's good to know.
If Gyarados still attacks, he's going to get charmed, which is going to be annoying. So it's a difficult situation right here. I think that was a smart play. Lunar switches out the Gyarados for an Amoonguss. Probably going to take the charm here. Let's see what happens.
And charm has a 50% chance.
50%. It lowers the attack by 50%.
Oh.
The protect on the Manectric, and we have the charm going off onto the Amoonguss, and the Amoonguss attack harshly falls, and the Hydro Pump goes into the protect.
Now, Ben, I haven't noticed any taunt users.
That's true.
I know you think
Gardevoir is a great user of taunt. I love him for that. I love her for that.
And I think I remember I saw some variant of Gyarados running taunt.
So I just want to say to Simon that you need to understand that I didn't want to tell people this, but
Simon Yip,
yeah, TDS. He was actually part of the crew back in the day. Oh, but we have to get back to that. Rotom W protects. We see a Rage Powder on Amoonguss. Very good play. That Amoonguss is... Nothing's going to happen to it as Safeguard's going off on the Meowstic. That Manectric is going to Thunderbolt that Meowstic. And that Meowstic has a Citrus Berry, though, so it's going to be another 2 KO. 2 Thunderbolts are going to have to go off to KO that Meowstic.
Now, what about a Hydro Pump? Not mistake. If Gyarados comes back in, it could still...
It could take it, yes. So we're going to see what happens here. It's interesting.
And Gyarados
it's still anybody's game.
Gyarados is still base 100, right?
I mean, look, we're 10 minutes in. Yeah. It's still 4-4. Each guy has their 4 Pokemon. All right.
With Lunar still still holding off on his Mega.
Yeah, that's true. That's something that's very... I'm wondering, I know Lunar's not me, but if he was, chances are he forgot to put on his Mega Stone, and that's why. Oh, is that true? I don't know.
I mean, that does sound like a Ben thing.
But that could be something to look at.
Or he just wants to hopefully absorb a Thunderbolt.
That's true, but maybe he's playing long game for saving that Gyarados, so we'll see. So that Swagger is going to come off onto that Amoonguss, which chooses not to Rage Powder, which means we're probably going to see a Thunderbolt Giga Drain 2 KO that Meowstic. We shall see. Oh no, it's going to go onto the Rotom W. Screw Meowstic, who cares? Will-O-Wisp going on Manectric, which misses confused Amoonguss, and it hits itself in confusion. Balances out, miss Will-O-Wisp, hit yourself in confusion, potato, things happen. Alright, so... Now, still 4-4. I'm waiting for somebody to die. I know you're waiting for somebody to die.
I forgot
I don't know
how much damage did Gyarados take.
Gyarados pretty much still at full health. Yeah,
Gyarados who's still in the green. Who's still in the green?
Oh yeah, no, Gyarados was full health. I'm pretty sure.
And I believe Soul Survivor's Kangaskhan. It has some.
Kangaskhan. I forgot about that guy. Oh, that's gonna be scary in the back. All right. So, you think anybody's going to switch right here? They're going to have some more fun. Everyone's going to stay
I think Manectric...
now he goes for the Mega Manectric. Okay, guys, this is a spiritual moment. We have never seen this before in 2 games. This has never happened. But we see the Mega Manectric intimidating both Pokemon that don't need to be intimidated. But we shall see what happens. No, the Amoonguss hits itself in confusion. That Manectric might be going down. Oh, it's a Swagger on the Manectric. Tell me it has Volt Switch, that it was just hiding somewhere away. Does it? We shall find out. Maybe... Oh, it's confused. It is confused.
It's gonna...
And it hits itself in the confusion. Oh, no. And the Will-O-Wisp is going off onto the Manectric. But can it survive? No, it cannot.
I don't think it will.
Oh, rest in peace, Mega Manectric. We knew you for so short a time, but we love you. We care so much. And no, rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Now, I think Luna was hoping for a switch in. So maybe that's why he timed that Mega at that moment.
What's up?
Maybe he was waiting for the switch. That's why he had that.
That's probably true. No. Well, yeah, he wanted exactly. He wasn't sure whether he wanted to keep the lightning rod.
I'm surprised he didn't
tracing Levitate. So that means if any hidden earthquakes are coming, that Gardevoir is set. Maybe Gyarados.
I mean, it does. You never know. It does run.
You never know. All right. So, what do you think's gonna happen here?
Well, right now, it depends what Gardevoir is running.
Gardevoir is Scarf.
It is Scarf.
It is Scarf.
Assuming it has Psychic or...
Oh, the Amoonguss is confused, but it does get off the Rage Powder, so that Gardevoir will be safe for right now. Are we going to see a Swagger into that Amoonguss? We are going to see a swagger into that Amoonguss. +4 again. I am telling you guys, it will be game 3. It will be 1-1, and that Amoonguss will seed bomb, and that will be the end. So we see a taunt. There is the taunt on that Meowstic. That Meowstic can no longer do anything. It is amazing, but the burn does come off on the Amoonguss, which is going to cause residual spread damage over time. Even though that Amoonguss has Black Sludge, burn does more.
So Ben, just why do you think Lunar waited so long to bring in his taunt user?
Well, because there is one problem that we're going to see that I'm not going to say right now because they are right in front of us, but I will explain to you the moment the turn happens what that one problem was.
Good.
But, oh, yes, maybe. Is it? Is it? Pickle Sword, is that true? Oh, shoot. Oh, look at that. I was completely wrong. All right, so that Psychic's going on, and we see a Struggle Meowstic. This is a sight for the ages, folks. Struggle, and the Hydro Pump is going off onto Gardevoir, but Gardevoir has massive special defense. It survives it easily. Now that Amoonguss is going to hit itself in confusion, and then it's going to heal a little bit of damage. Then it's going to lose a little bit of damage. Oh, potato, it's dead. All right. What do we got?
So Ben, I was just notified that although we are claiming to be running VGC rules,
yes,
we're going.
How are we not
in the
running?
past, we probably will forgo the 15-minute time limit.
Oh no, the 15-minute time limits. That's all I can say.
So I guess Ben is the type of player that is not fond of the timer in actual VGC.
No, I love the time limit, but
not fun.
But I love it. Alright, so we see the Protect on the Rotom W coming off. That Gardevoir is going to Moonblast into that Protect. Good move from Soul Survivor. The Struggle's coming off onto that Gardevoir. Ooh, that does, I want to say, 2 damage. And I mean, more than 1. That's a bit. And that Amoonguss snaps out of confusion, which is going to be big later on. The Spore comes off onto the Rotom W, which means Lunar was probably playing more Pretension than me, which means Safeguard probably did end already. So, let's see what happens now. If anybody wants to dance, we're on 26th Street. There's tango music going on next door. Just come down. I'd be sure.
This is tango?
This is tango. Oh, yeah. No, dude, come on. You gotta move your hips, man. Come on. Have some fun.
So right now...
Alright, so Kangaskhan is coming in here with 33 HP, but it does provide fake out pressure. So I'm curious to see whether that Gardevoir is faster than that Kangaskhan. Is that Kangaskhan? We'll see. He's not the fastest guy in the pen.
Well, it looks like Amoonguss will be absorbing
Rage
that
powdering.
fake out.
Oh, but the Moonblast gets off. Will it be on the Kangaskhan? It is on the Kangaskhan. That Kangaskhan is not getting an attack off.
So why do you think Soulsur did not opt for a fake out?
Why? Because Kangaskhan... Okay, I was told not to tell you guys this, but Kangaskhan still has feelings for Gardevoir. Even after everything that happened...
Even though, just like Gyarados, Kangaskhan is also female.
Exactly, so he sort of had this self-destructing wish. But if he didn't hypothetically have this self-destructing wish, he didn't fake out because he didn't want to be spored by that Amoonguss, because that would have been a problem. So, we're going to see Talonflame coming in right here on Soul Survivor's side. Right now, Lunar is up 1 Pokemon, 3-2. This game, 17 minutes in, this is why time limits should be extended. I'm just going to put that out there right here. So, we have Talonflame, Rotom W versus Amoonguss, Gardevoir, and Gyarados in the back. What will happen?
Well, right now, Lunar may still have a chance, I think, if it could at least not take out Talonflame. If it can take out Talonflame, then it's just Rotom Wash all by itself, which can at least it will one-shot Gyarados easily.
That is true.
But now, that Amoonguss, is it running Giga Drain?
It is, but it is burned, and it's low on HP, but it is running Regenerator, so we may see a switch here into Gyarados, who will also get the Intimidate off onto that Talonflame. But if we see a Thunderbolt from that Rotom W on that switch and it dies, that will be killer. So there's so many mind games going on right now. What will happen?
And well, maybe because a Meowstic we haven't seen that Mungus go for a spore at all, not even once.
No, we did see it once when I was like, oh, Safeguard's up, why is it sporing? But then it was like, Safeguard wasn't up.
Well, that was a little bit earlier.
That is true. So let's see what happens right here. I don't think Safeguard is up anymore. Ooh, it's all the mind games. Lunar, Soul Survivor, Lunar, Soul Survivor. If he does this, I do that. But if he does that, then I'll do this. But then he does that, and then everyone protects and everyone runs, and it's horrible. So the turn is going. The Gardevoir is switching out into the Gyarados. Very interesting right here. So we're going to see the Intimidate off onto the Talonflame, which is and the Rotom W. So the Amoonguss is protecting, but did Soul Survivor predict this? Is he going to Thunderbolt that Gyarados? Brave Bird into the Protect, Thunderbolt into the Gyarados. Great play by Soul Survivor right there, and that Gyarados is dead. So it is a 2-2 game, Amoonguss Gardevoir versus Talonflame Rotom W, but the favor looks to be very much in Soul Survivor's favor. That Amoonguss will die to a Brave Bird next turn. That Gardevoir has no way of OHKOing that Talonflame unless it somehow gets Power Gem and Specs, maybe. I don't know. Things happen. Oh, Gale Wings! Let's see the flying type move on the Gardevoir right here. Special Brave Bird. What's that? Hurricane. Let's see it happen. Let's see it happen right here. Right now. You folks saw it first. Well, Hurricane on the Gardevoir.
What moves did we see Gardevoir so
It has
far?
Moonblast and Taunt. Alright, so that Brave Bird into the double protect. Psychic, he's going for the crit. Can he get the crit? Ooh, he cannot get the crit. But that Amoonguss, that Talonflame may die next turn to itself. I know. To the damage it does when it kills the Amoonguss. So something that we can maybe hope for here. You get a Moonblast crit onto that Rotom W, lowering its special attack. With Thunderbolt lets Gardevoir survive with 1 HP. You get another Moonblast crit.
I don't think that...
Oh, the Moonguss doesn't get the next protect.
I think Lunar's best chance was if that Psychic had crit and taking out Talonflame. Then he had a chance.
Alright, so that Amoonguss is dead right here due to that Brave Bird. The Talonflame, is he going to stay alive? Oh, no, he is dead. Rest in peace, Talonflame. I loved you very much. Talonflame is gone. That Gardevoir Shell Psychic, that Dot Cypher, who will survive with, did quite a bit of damage. And the Thunderbolt onto the Gardevoir, who will die right here.
So, Ben, just looking back, I think Lunar probably should have brought in that Gardevoir a little... much earlier to for
that taunt. Yeah,
because that Meowstic just kept swaggering and charming over and over, and his Amoonguss